Derek Lee Cardello Smith, sir?
Yes, I am, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. This is in the matter of Derek Lee Cardello Smith, MDOC number 267009 versus Sean Combs, Sean Puff Daddy Combs, also known as Sean P. Diddy, also known as Diddy, Bad Boy Records, label owner, founder, also known as Puff P. Daddy, Bad Boy, Diddy Run the City, Sean Combs, also known as Sean Puffy Combs. And this is file number 24-7362NO.
Hey, what's going on, America and the rest of the world? Xander J. Hobson here, comedian, director, and producer of boxing documentaries and Troll for those who need trolling. This here is another episode of The Devil's Advocate, brought to you by the Brilliant Artist Movement. Folks, listen, I'm trying to grow the platform, so please subscribe, like this video, share it, and by all means, leave a comment in the comment section because I enjoy checking out the feedback from these videos that I make, as well as exchanging opinions and points of views with you all. So anyway, right? P. Diddy, he sure does have a lot of names, don't he? But you know what? Having all those names are the least of his worries, because the real problem is this Laurence Fishburne looking guy who crawled out from under a rock and shook Puffy down for $100 million by way of a default judgment. Now, when I first heard about this matter, right away I said to myself, I said, wow, man, I said, just where did this guy come from? Because this claim that Derek Lee Smith has against P. Diddy, it happened in 1997. Why? Why didn't this guy try to sue P. Diddy in 1997? And this is the whole issue that I have with this case. A 27-year-old claim this guy lobbied against Diddy. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, I don't like the whole notion of it. I'm not saying that what transpired didn't happen, because when I watch the proceedings and listen to it, this individual, he clearly has some type of a past with Diddy. But again, we're talking about a 27-year-old past. What made you go past year one of the claim? Not 1 year, but 27 years later. I mean, to me, when I see stuff like this, it screams shakedown. This is what it screams. Not saying that what transpired didn't occur. It's just that why did it take the individual Derek Lee Smith so long to file a claim? Well, we all know what took him so long. It's Diddy season, and people are out to get Diddy any way they can. You got the feds coming out to try to get him. Still, what happened? You don't even hear Diddy news anymore. I thought Diddy was going to jail. I thought he'd done all these illegal things. And guess what? When we don't get him on the law enforcement side of the house, here comes this guy crawling out from under a rock in prison with these 27-year-old allegations. And as far as I'm concerned, that kind of thing is null and void, because if the crime was that horrible, why did you wait 27 years to file a claim? Now, this Derek Lee Smith guy, he didn't just sue Diddy, okay? This guy, he went after the archdiocese, claiming that he had been sexually assaulted on 2 occasions by a priest. That may or that may not have happened. Who knows whether it's true? But this Derek Lee guy, he's not some squeaky clean individual. You know, this dude's a jailbird. I mean, he's in jail serving a substantial amount of time for crimes that he committed, to include fraud. This individual, he defrauded the courts or something to that extent. I gotta watch what I say about this Derek Lee guy, because Derek Lee, he's in jail. And one thing about jailbirds, they got a lot of time to plot and scheme. And I don't want this Derek Lee Smith guy coming after me. So again, I'm not sure how many times he got into it with the archdiocese or something like that. But the bottom line is Derek Lee Smith, he's a criminal. He's a criminal and he's in jail. And while he's in jail, he has plenty of time to come up with ways in which to get at people. And he clearly got at Diddy by way of this default judgment. So, this is what I was thinking about. Now, the one thing that I have to speak on is because when I first saw this claim, when I seen the picture of Diddy and Derek Lee Smith side by side, I said, Jesus Christ, you mean Laurence Fishburne has a problem with Diddy now? But after I looked at it, I said, oh, this is a whole different guy. But initially, when I first saw it, I thought that Derek Lee Smith was Laurence Fishburne. So this is pretty much what's going on in the world now. It's Diddy season, and I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. Since it is Diddy season, I've been thinking about, filing some kind of claim against Diddy. I think once upon a time, me and Diddy played basketball together. And me and him was playing on the same team. And when I really stopped to think about it, I remember Diddy smacking me on my butt a few times saying, good one, babe, after I made a shot. Maybe I can get some money out of Diddy, since it is Diddy season. So, this is pretty much what I was thinking about. We throw the jokes in there, but it's just a damn shame that in this day and time that the criminal justice system has been converted to a manner in which to shake down rich and influential people. I have no doubt that the majority of the people who Diddy interacted with, I believe they sold their soul to him. And what I mean by that is Diddy had the money. And because Diddy had the money, there were certain things that people tolerated off of him that they wouldn't tolerate off of someone who they couldn't come up off of. And now we have guys like Derek Lee, criminals, getting default judgments because they filed a case against a guy. And for whatever the reason, the people, they want to try to punish Diddy. And if they can't lock him up, they want to take his money. So this is what I see going on. I don't think it's right. I don't think it's fair. And this is not to say that I'm co-signing Diddy and his nonsense. But what I am saying is if someone does something to you, you need to be filing charges immediately, not decades later. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm done with it.